It's a live edition of Sidney Dew Sunday. Your host, Daniel Victorio here, and welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for those of you that joined us for Sidney Dew Live last Thursday. Today's quick updates on Sidney Dew Sunday, and you are receiving the live, this is the live YouTube edition. It doesn't include what we did live on Sidney Dew Sunday on Facebook because we're having a couple of technical issues. But anyway, we'll work through those and start rebroadcasting that. But I thought this would be better anyway, doing a live program right here to YouTube for your sake. So if you have any comments, if you're just joining us, if you are just learning about us, there's a lot going on. But Sidney Dew Sunday is a program where we talk about things going on at Camp Sidney Dew for Scouts in the Northwest Georgia Council, as well as information on the summer camp operations. But this one is an in-between show in between our regular program called Sidney Dew Live and couples with our Sidney Dew tutorials, which you'll find on this YouTube channel. But let me take you through it real quick with the live announcements here on Sidney Dew Sunday. We've got a couple of enrichments about upcoming dates, campouts, and events coming up throughout the springtime. And so I just wanted to let you know, it's a really busy time right now at Camp Sidney Dew and for the Northwest Georgia Council. And so it's good to just keep all this kind of stuff right in front of us. Order of the Arrow, Woggly Lodge, an ITOLS banner that'll be up in just a second, and Baloo, talking about both of those. Our Green Bar training, which is coming up and you'll want to get registered for. A big announcement on Cub Scout Adventure Camp and a debut of our theme and some other stuff to talk about, things that folks have been wanting to hear about. And then, of course, today, if you haven't heard, is the day that merit badge and advancement schedule went live on the website. It's not time to register for those things yet, but it is time to plan, and we were waiting to put that stuff out until now. So that we could plan the right kinds of program and things. And then there's other stuff coming up tonight that we wanted you to be aware of and take you through that program tonight. We're here live on Sidney Dew Sunday with Daniel Victorio. Thank you for joining us. If you joined us on the Facebook edition, of course, Joey Fletcher joined me to walk us through the slides and kind of tried to get his reaction. If you would like to watch that version of this program, go back and see it on our Facebook page, which I'll throw a link up to here towards the end. But first up, March 5th through the 7th is the Order of the Arrow Woggly Lodge's Spring Powwow. Is a fun event going on at Camp Sidney Dew, and lodge members are registering now. So go on the nwgabsa.org website or woggly.com, and you can find the registration link to that. And so that is posted now. So that is the next event for the OA coming up March 5th through the 7th. And right after that, the following weekend is ITOLS training, Intro to Outdoor Leader Skills, essential for all Scouts BSA leaders. Intro to Outdoor Leader Skills is the training that you need to take Scouts camping. A lot of volunteers that are new volunteers to Scouts BSA level, age level, are experienced campers already, but it's a very different story when you take a group of Scouts camping. And so that's kind of what this training will lead you through, and some of the skills that you'll be teaching the Scouts and our youth while on the trail. Introduction to Outdoor Leader Skills, kind of that old school scouting, and this is a very fun course taking place over that weekend. Coupled with that is the Cub Scout, I don't want to say Cub Scout version, but the Cub Scout outdoor training called Basic Adult Leader Outdoor Orientation is called Baloo. And this is for, I tell you, a big reason to take this training, Cub Scout leaders, is because in Cub Scouts, if the pack wants to go camping, at least one leader has to be trained, Baloo trained, in order for anyone to go. If the one person that's Baloo trained in your pack can't go camping that weekend, then the whole pack can't go camping that weekend. So you see, it's really important to have as many folks trained in Baloo training as possible, but specifically any of those that might be the ones taking our scouts camping in the Cub Scout pack. So it's good to have a lot of folks in your pack trained in Baloo training. So that's coming up also on that same weekend, March 13 and 14, just one overnight for your scouts. Also, another leadership training course. We got a lot of leadership training courses coming up that are so very important. And this one will fill up. So if you don't register for this one early, you won't get in, and it is a set limit. It is the green bar training. This one's sponsored by Woggly Lodge and put on by youth members with the help of our OA Lodge. But Introduction to Leadership Skills for Troops, or ILST, is that training coming up March 26, 27, and 28. Also at Camp Sidney Dew. This is going to be great. They've been doing setup and training for that with the lodge folks that are putting that event on, and you will you will not want to miss that, especially for your up and coming leaders in the troop. Well, really all of the leaders in your troop, but again, there's a limit, and we will fill up. It's very much expected that will event will fill up. Here's one of the ones you've been waiting for. It's Frontier, a Wild West adventure at Camp Sidney Dew. This is our Cub Scout Adventure Camp. We're going to have a special edition of Sidney Dew Sunday that talks just about Frontier, coming up in a couple of weeks, probably the middle edition in the middle of March. But talking about Frontier, a Wild West adventure, and all the kinds of changes going on at Adventure Camp this year. Namely that we're having 2 sessions, not just one. So you'll have 2 to choose from. In other words, no excuse not to go. Session 1, June 27th, is a Sunday through Wednesday session. And then session 2 is June 30th through July 3rd, which is Wednesday through Saturday. So if a different half of the week is better for you in your weekly schedule in the summertime, maybe that helps you. Hey, and listen, there's going to be age-appropriate, specific programs that are just for your Cub Scouts. Remember, there's no such thing as a Lion Cub Scout in the summertime, because everybody moves up one, and we don't sign up new Lions until the fall. And so everything is for Rising Tigers, Wolves, Bears, Webelos, and Arrow of Light. We'll have special programs that we talk about for each of those levels. But specifically about really exciting the Big Lake adventure for Arrow of Light participants. We're going to debut and talk about just that specifically for those guys. But a lot of these things, we're going to be talking about the adventure loops that we'll offer in round robin style, big round robins for all of the age groups. Lots of adventure loops that we're offering, but also just a lot of fun stuff that we're offering, things that you can't get, at normal Cub Scout events, like archery, BBs, the shooting award. Those are things that you've been asking about. Crafts and games, nature, hiking at Camp Sidney Dew. For a lot of Cub Scouts, this is their first overnight trip or their first big trip to Camp Sidney Dew, and you're going to love it. So Frontier, a Wild West adventure at Camp Sidney Dew, that's Adventure Camp. So join us for that. Mark your calendars for session 1 or session 2 and decide now which one. The registration is not up yet, but the website is up, and it's on the link right here on this slide. Take a look, and we hope we'll see you there. So we're going to have a show that's solely dedicated to Frontier, and we can't wait to talk to our Cub Scouts about that at Camp Sidney Dew. So, hey, listen, here it is. This is what you've been waiting for. The 2021 course guide and merit badge schedule is up on our camp webpage now. If you go to nwgabsa.org, click on the red box that says Summer Camp, and then scroll all the way to the bottom. When you see this guy here on the zip line, you've reached the bottom, and then I've pointed it out to you. It's the blue bar that says CSD, Course Guide, Merit Badge Schedule. And I counted each and every one. It is 50 plus. I think it's 54 now. 54 merit badge and advancement programs that we're offering on the blocks there. and the total schedule so that you can take that to your troop meeting and start planning out their schedules and planning out when you do the actual course registration, which is coming up 1st of March. So go ahead and download that now. You can download it. It's a PDF. You can email it out to the folks in your troop and get started on course sign up and information with your scouts. This program leads into another program on Facebook called Be the Change, and we want you to join us on the scouting website, on the scouting Facebook page, or on the Scout Life Facebook page. Be the Change is a special program that celebrates scouting in our anniversary month, 111 years of scouting, but really mainly focuses on Eagle Scouts, and specifically the first female class of Eagle Scouts this year. And so watch Be the Change. I think you'll be, I think it'll be very heartfelt and well delivered. And hey, listen, it's a big celebration for all Eagle Scouts. If you were at our council banquets last night and you took pictures of our Eagle Scouts, post them up there, and be sure to post using on Instagram, post using the hashtag BSA Be the Change, and they'll feature it on the show tonight on Facebook Live. But go over there, we'll post a link to it on our Facebook page as well. But be sure to be sure to watch Be the Change tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live. Of course, Camp Sidney Dew and the Northwest Georgia Council is all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe, whatever it is, whatever ways you can to show the love and show support for our channel as we grow with good information and provide you some of the best quality entertainment and instructional value that we can on all of these outlets. We hope you're enjoying our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channels. And thank you for joining us here on this show, Sidney Dew Sunday, here on YouTube, your special YouTube edition. Sidney Dew Live and Sidney Dew Sunday broadcast live on Facebook every single Sunday, and then rebroadcast here on YouTube. We hope you'll join us in one or more of those locations. But otherwise, thank you for joining us today for this edition of Sidney Dew Sunday. Thanks again. We'll see you on the trail.